Alright, perfect. Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another vlog. Today we're gonna drive around my car because I didn't really have anything exciting to do today. And I just want to show you guys what it's like and talk to you guys what it's like about driving the Subaru WRX for over 2 years, if I'm correct, or over at least a year and a half. I've had this car. I've had it for a while pretty much, and I just want to talk about all the pros and cons I've seen with this car and how you should get it, in my opinion, of course, compared to a lot of the other competitors. And yes, I'm definitely gonna be biased, don't get me wrong, don't leave any hate please, but yeah, I'm just gonna talk about pretty much all the pros and cons about this amazing car, and let's get started. But before, let's talk about my first point: gas. This thing drinks gas, so I'll meet you guys at the gas station. All right, we just filled up the gas. Let's talk about this baby. Oh.
K-band, KA band, laser.
Okay.
GPS connected.
Okay. Anyways, let's talk about this car. What I like about it, what I don't like about it. Would I keep this as my daily for the next few years? Who knows? So, first things first. I want to talk about how this car drives, because in my opinion that's the most important thing with having a daily, with just really having a car, whether it's a daily, weekend driver, anything. So I want to talk about how smooth it drives. I think this car, I've driven BMWs, I've driven like 5 Series, 4 Series, I've driven Teslas. Those are like the main cars I've driven, and I would say this car is definitely not even close to as smooth as how a BMW is. But it is a sports car, to be fair. I've never driven any of those M cars. I've only driven the 30i's, and comparing those to this car is nowhere near the comfortability. But with that being out, you do get more things from it. You get more power, you get better grip, and usually with more power and all that stuff with a sports car, you are gonna get better sound as well, right? So here, let me give you guys a quick sound for this car. Oh my god. Anyways, so that's a good representation actually of how the car sounds. Sorry, by the way, I can see myself right now. It looks like I'm pale as like a ghost, but I promise you I'm not. It's just the lighting from this place. But honestly, the sound of this car is amazing. The comfortability is okay, but the sound, the performance, the way this car drives overall is amazing. This car, out of all those cars I've driven, has to have the most soul ever. Of course, taking out the electric Tesla out, of course it's gonna have more soul than that. But let's talk about the 30i and the 430i. The 530i and the 430i I meant. Let's take those out of the equation as well, because they're normal cars. But this car, it's a sports car. It's tough on you and all that stuff, and it really has a soul to it, and that's why I like driving this car so much. Something else that this car also has is the gas. The gas MPG isn't the worst, but it doesn't change the fact that this is a sports car. It is gonna drink up your gas whether you like it or not. Most of if you get the manual version, because between every shift you do have to rev up until 2.5k RPMs before you shift, if you want to shift healthy at least. But taking away the gas, because who cares, the sports car, that's probably the least of your least of your problems. We're gonna talk about the aftermarket. So it drives well, the gas is okay, it sounds great, it performs well, it has a soul. You love driving this car, but you're not gonna buy any sort of JDM car that's a sports car, of course, and not want to tune it. How's the aftermarket for this thing? So it's a Subaru. It has long years of fan base, and the aftermarket was not short in coming to building all these parts. We have crazy parts like a big turbo kit already out. We have the tunes already out with the access port coming out. We even have a JB4 tune, which is usually meant for more of like BMWs and just a chip tune that you put in that you can also get for this car. But this car is very easily tunable. So from what I've heard, as long as you put a J-pipe, cold air intake, and an exhaust on this car, you'll be pushing high 300 horsepower and maybe over 400 torque if you're running on 93. I'm sadly in California, And the best we got here is 91. We got the bad gas here, but it is what it is. Nothing I could do about it really. But this car's tunability is very good. It is very, very, very good. And most of all, with it having so much lineage, so much like years behind this performance for the WRX, the transmission itself is very good as well. I did want to get into that because if you guys do want to push high horsepower in this car, you guys are going to need to change the transmission. And the reason why I said it's good is because, no, I'm not trying to hate on the transmission in the sense of like, bro, it's like bad shifting. No, it's actually very smooth. Even with short throw, it has very smooth shifting. But the thing is, this transmission stops working too well and will probably fail on you around 400 torque and 400 horsepower. And this engine can make that easily. So that's something you have to take into consideration when buying this car if you want to tune it. But with all those like really putting aside, this car is really perfect for me at least. It's a JDM, beautiful color. I don't know if you guys can really see, but it's blue. If you guys can see that, it's blue. It sounds great. It comes in stick shift, which you can't really find in most cars. I can only think of maybe a Launcher N, the GTI, the Forte, like just not that many cars really with 4 cylinders and stick shift at least. I can't think of many that come out now, of course. And of course, the Civics and all that, they're just coming into my head now. But anyways, yeah, this car is very good in that sort of sense, where there's not a lot of it, in the sense that there's not, oh my god, I can't speak. Okay, I'm back, sorry. I kind of lost my train of thought, but I'm pretty much just talking about how there's really nothing wrong with this car. This car is the perfect car. It's JDM, which I like. It's stick, which I wanted. It's a beautiful color and it looks very nice after a bit of tunes, which I did, and it's very cheap. That's the last thing I really want to talk about, the price point of this thing. The price point of this car is not whatsoever, to be honest, for how much horsepower you're getting off it and what you're getting off it. Once again, it's very rare to find a stick shift car, and for under $30,000 for the base model, which isn't too different compared to premium and limited, maybe besides like the screen and like heated seats and stuff, I would very much like get this car in base. I don't have the base model, to be fair, but it's not bad whatsoever. Like if I am correct, it's 29,000 MSRP for base model, and if you're getting a car with almost 300 horsepower for $29,000 in this car market, I do want to let you know you are very lucky. It's not that easy to get. Like, if I am correct, I don't want to state the wrong facts because I don't have a computer in front of me to search up, but the Elantra N is more expensive than this. It is almost, no, it is quicker than this, but the Elantra N is a lot more expensive than this. The GTI, if I am correct, is more expensive than this. The Forte is not more expensive than this. The SI is not more expensive than this, or it should be as expensive if anything. But the thing is, those cars are underpowered, the Forte and SI. The Honda Civic Type R is more expensive than this. So, in my opinion, this car is truly the best bang for your buck. It has a great aftermarket, sounds great, performs great. It has a soul. It really has everything you want in a sports car at this age, and it comes in stick shift. I cannot express that enough because I was offered very good cars while choosing what car I want to buy, but I picked this over many of the cars because it's stick shift, mainly because it's stick shift. And yeah, that's about it. This car is amazing. You should definitely get it. I hope I helped you guys decide whether you guys would want this car or not, if you guys are even thinking of this as an option. It sounds great, as you guys can hear, and it very much performs great as well. Like, it performs great as an aftermarket. I'm just sounding like a parrot at this point, just repeating myself and repeating myself and repeating myself. But I hope you guys get the memo. If I did miss anything, please let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what I did miss, and if you guys have any questions about the car whatsoever, because I have had this car for a while by now and I pretty much know everything about it from the ins and outs of it, really. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really did enjoy talking about this. Had nothing really special going on this weekend, so I just came out with this video. I hope it did help you guys though, once again. And buy WRX if you guys have the money and were thinking about it. It really is worth it. With just putting a few $1,000s inside of it, it's the best car for paying for a buck. Alright guys, I can't talk. I don't know why today. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Once again, buy the new WRX. I'll see you guys.